There's a threat in the world today. A threat to our way of living, a threat to our society, and maybe even a threat to our very existence. And what is this threat?
It's the boys from Black and White Sports. That's what it is. We are live.
Yes, and we're on time this week.
Yes, we are.
What did you think about that? What is going on Indianapolis and the airwaves of the country, since we do have nationwide listeners?
Yes, we do. What's up? I'm sorry. I was trying to do something on my phone real quick. I'm a little slow.
He's a little slow. Well, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. We're Black and White Sports. I'm the one. This is the Ass, and we are here just to discuss sports.
All sports, all day, all night, baby.
All day, all night. So now I have to find out where we are at so I can be a part of this live feed.
Well, so everybody knows where we are at. We are at the Tavern, 802 Southwest Street, Indianapolis, right across the street from Lucas Oil Stadium, the wonderful stadium that my tax dollars goes to.
Yes, and I 70% cheer for.
As long as they're not playing Philly or obviously Pittsburgh for him, we're good with Colts.
There we go. I have arrived.
Hello, Marcus. Hello, Sean. Are we? Yeah, you need to turn your.
Yep. I'm getting there.
All right, everybody, real quick. Sound check. Are we sounding all right out there? You guys, were we loud? Are we soft? What? Tell us real quick. Yep. I know Sean would be the quick one.
Sean and Julian.
Hwhere's he at?
I don't know. He's at school. He might be in the gym.
Yeah, I was gonna say he ain't in class now.
Hey, he was pretty proud of himself last week. He hit me on the Snapchat. He was like, "Pops, I was in the gym on the main court. I was on the main court giving him the business."
Good.
What's going on, Mr. Cannon?
Bob, what's happening?
Oh, Sean, we love you.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
So Corey gave us a sound check, said we sound good.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you, Corey.
So well,
don't we want to we want to bring up something real quick, right?
What do you want to bring up?
Remember the post that Heather Woods put out to us last night?
Oh, yes.
Let's discuss that real quick and bring him into enlighten everybody on what we're talking about.
Basically, a friend of ours, Heather Woods, she posted a question for us on the page yesterday about the differential in pay for. She's specifically spoke of the WNBA, but I'm going to speak in general of the differential in pay from the female athlete to the male athlete.
Right.
Basically, we kind of going to get your thoughts on what you think about it. You know, me personally, you know, and you getting into it, we both have daughters that play sports.
Yep.
Both of them play basketball. Mine's a little further along in it, in 8th grade.
Right.
And this is something that she wants to do. And these are professional athletes, and they're not getting paid to, I think, what professional athletes should be getting paid.
Not at all.
Granted, there's a lot that goes into it, ticket sales, marketing, or whatever. But I think what she mentioned was the max salary for the WNBA was $107,000.
I think it actually said like 110.
110.
Yeah, it's not too far off that. But yeah, I mean that's honestly, come on, that's the max salary of a professional athlete. Really? But the problem is, and this is what I told her yesterday, the problem is the community and these corporations that are within the cities that actually have, and I think there's only 12 WNBA teams. I think there's only 12 cities.
I can't think off the top of my head. It might be a little more.
Okay, so
one or two. It's not
right.
like 30 or 32.
Well, yeah, like 12 to 15. I think 12 to 13 maybe. The corporations, the businesses around that city, they need to start supporting women sports. And I'm sorry, we all know that it's not mainstream or anything, but you know what? Let's make it mainstream. I'm moving the camera on everybody. My bad. Let's make it mainstream.
But you know, I look at it like this. The WNBA has a host league, so to speak, like a I don't want to say host like they're a parasite, but they have a backing of a major corporation, because the NBA is a corporation.
Right.
You know, but if that's your backing and you want these ticket sales, or I mean, you want these the ticket sales and the crowds to grow, then you as the host need to put more emphasis into the WNBA, not just including them into the All-Star game and have a couple players show up at the games and blah, blah, blah. I think you need to market the WNBA exactly how you market the NBA.
I agree.
I mean, this is a franchise up under your umbrella, so why wouldn't you promote that?
I agree wholeheartedly with you. I don't know. I mean, how many Pacer, living in Indianapolis, how many Pacer commercials do you see throughout the season about ticket sales? How many Fever, Indiana Fever commercials do you really see? You don't see that much. You maybe see one out of every 20.
But it's only during that season.
Right. They're not pushing it through the offseason.
You still see Pacer
all the time.
Pacer commercials all the time.
Right.
You hear the advertisement of the summer league or the draft or anything like that. So I think you should be able to put the same effort into it.
I'm with you.
That's just me, and I don't see why, a Donna Taurasi or a Skylar Diggins,
right,
or a Simone Augustus or a Lisa Leslie when she played. I don't understand why these ladies need to go play in their off season in another country to make money. They make more in Russia and in China than they do in their host country.
Yep, and that's ridiculous, folks.
I don't get it.
I don't either. We just wanted to kind of throw our opinions out on that. Obviously, like Damon said, we both have daughters. They both play basketball. They're both obviously wanting to become the athletes like everybody does, especially at that age. So let's start now so that even, our daughters, which is 8th grade and 4th grade, will have something to really strive for once they hit, college. I mean, my daughter wants to play basketball at Notre Dame. For one, please help me out on that, on scholarships. Me and your mom would love to see you guys, both of you guys, go to college, but Jasmine wants to play basketball at Notre Dame. Well, that's not cheap.
No, it's not.
And I'm going to do everything I can. If she's that good, she's got to work herself, obviously. But
granted, we've gotten her into a pretty good program.
Oh yeah.
So
Yep, we do. And with the hopes the hopes of Coach Stevens and Coach Uncle Damon, we'll do something with them. But
yeah,
let's help our
What up, Finkster?
What up, Fink? Let's help our future ladies out in supporting them. It's hard. Real quick, I'm the coach at Irvington Elementary.
Yes, you are.
We were supposed to have a game yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
This is sad, and I'm calling it out. I'm not going to name the school's name, but it's not the school's fault. It's the parents' fault. They didn't have a coach.
At this point in time in the season, you should have a coach.
Well, when the game started, yeah, they didn't have a coach, so we had to cancel the game, so we had practice. I'm just saying that's the lack of support in our community nowadays, especially for
women. I mean, let's be honest with it. When you don't do it, so just out front consciously.
Nope.
It's more of a subconscious thing. When you're a parent, when you have your kids, when you have your son or your boy, you're like, we got to get him into the sports. You want to curb him to him. You make sure you get him everywhere they need to go. But then when it's your daughter, it's like, well, that's my daughter. If she wants to play, yeah, we'll play. We'll go as far as she really wants, but you don't put the same effort into it.
Right, which is it's unfortunate.
And then it's rough, and it's rough for the back. I can only speak of basketball because that's what I've seen and that's what she plays. But when we were kids, you can find a pickup game
anywhere.
As boys, we were finding a game anywhere.
Yep.
In the neighborhood, at the basketball court, at the gym, there was always places to play. But with these young lady athletes, they don't have that.
No.
One, it's hard to get that many girls together to play pickup ball anyway, because they might have that dream to play, but their parents aren't encouraging it like they would if it was a boy.
I'm wholeheartedly with you, man. I agree.
So if you got any questions on that, any comments on that, speak on it. We can revisit that if you like.
Right. I know my brother's watching. My niece is 4 years old. She's probably going to be playing some kind of sport or dancing or gymnastics or something. I know he's going to support her, and he knows I'm going to support her. But we need the community as a whole to start supporting the female athletes.
Yeah, I get it. And there's some programs. I know I can't really speak on a lot of the other states, but I can speak on Indiana. There are some programs around the state that do have that same setup with their girl sports their female sports as well as they do their male sports. I speak on Carmel one because my daughter's there, and I've watched them do this from when she was in 3rd grade.
Right.
They have their pups program is probably, to me, maybe the best that there is in developing youth, and it goes all the way up into their high school, and you can see it in all their sports, in female and male sports, because they do it in the youth, and it's their community.
Right.
People might hate them, but there's a reason why they win.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
and Sean said not soccer. No, I'm with you.
Central's got the lock on soccer.
Man, I have no clue. I mean, I watched soccer sometimes in high school, but yeah.
But soccer might be the one female sport
that actually is getting that in tennis.
That in tennis, yeah. And I know you do. They move with soccer with the fact that the United States team, the U.S. team, is the best in the world for the last 25 years.
Well, and they're also being televised.
Yeah,
and tennis is being televised.
Yeah.
So why isn't all these other sports, female sports, getting the recognition that they deserve? Again, like Damon said, if you guys got a comment or question on this, let us know. If not, cool. We just kind of wanted you to put it up. Joey, yes, true. Thank you.
Yeah, that is true. There is so much of a game that you can learn from playing pickup ball.
Yep.
There's an edge that you get from playing pickup ball. These kids nowadays, they don't know what pickup ball is. Like when you go to the court and you play ball outside, with 95 degrees, and you out there
12 hours.
Yeah, you out there getting it in, you bumping, sweaty, hairy man rubbing up. I mean, it's a way that it's a way of the game that you learn that you don't get when you're inside the gym. And I call them air conditioned athletes. They cry every time you touch them. You go down there to the 30th and Keystone. Play at the park and see if you get some of that stuff that they do in the league.
And I used to play at Bethel when I was younger. Bethel Park used to be the south side place to go. There in Beach Grove Park, and that's where we played all the time. Either that or boom, we were at somebody's house.
Don't even worry about it, Corey. We already know Sound Park was lit. Sound Park was lit. If y'all
are Northsiders.
Hey man, I'll put it this way: you had guys come in from Corey. You back me up on this, and K. Rich and some of the other guys that played at Sound Park with us. Man, y'all back it up, man. These cats they brought teams from other side of the court, other side of the state to come play us at Sound Park.
Yeah, I know that.
It was nice.
I know that. What's up with that? Oh my God! We're trying to get the Pacer game on here. Angie's doing a wonderful job.
Hey man, I never played at Bethel because you guys we never really put y'all on our radar. I'm gonna tell you where if we wasn't hooping at Sound Park, I'm gonna tell you exactly where we was going out to get good runs. We was going out to the if y'all were in my era,
Huh? Oh,
okay.
Oh, okay. It's on at 8:30
because they're out west.
I'm sorry. You could put it back on the Dallas game. Yeah. Whatever basketball game's on, that'll work. So I don't think anybody. No, it's Wednesday. No football game.
Well, I think game 2 is on.
Oh yeah, World Series is on, but
yeah, but anyway, you go out to if you were from my age,
whatever they want to watch.
You go out to. We went out to Ben Davis before they built all the new stuff, where they had the outdoor courts.
Yep.
Oh man, it was nice out there, man.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
Yep, night hooping in Noblesville on Sundays.
Joey knows what's up. Bethel was where it was.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Under the tin roof.
Yep.
Exactly. When it rained, all you heard was.
Okay,
you know what?
Scratch that. I have been down there. Been down there.
Tin roof. That's all you had to say to him.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah.
The night games at Noblesville at Counter Courts. Hey man, after you've been out there lately, Counter Courts is gone.
You didn't think this crazy fat white boy never thought about playing at Bethel, did you?
I mean, you can go play at Bethel if you want to. Fry Road, South Side. Yeah, I've been down there a couple times.
No.
Yeah, but I'm
with
telling you,
you.
man, we got it in. I mean, even at North Central, we went out to College Park back in the housing edition. If my Northsiders, if y'all remember that, we got to College Park.
I remember when you was up at college.
Yeah, man, we got it in. But it was live, man. Northwest side of Indianapolis. We was true hoopers, player.
North side.
all day. But
anyway.
Yeah, anyway. So hey man, I know it's old news, but it's happened after we was last on the air.
What's up?
Hey man, let me ask you a question.
Ask away, brother. I cannot wait.
Any type of mouthal. I make up words, but I guarantee you absolutely know exactly what this word means.
Hi, Dawn.
Any type of protrusiveness coming out of your mouth lands on your face in a heated argument, what are you going to do?
Oh, man, look. I'm sorry. If somebody spits at my face, I am not poking them in their eye or head and pushing them. I am throwing hands right then and there. I don't care if it's a little spit. I don't care if it's a full freaking mouthpiece. The dude spit on him, and Paul is a baby. I'm sorry. I would have taken the suspension or fine or whatever. Dude, you just spit on me. I'm knocking you out. I'm sorry. That's sick. I mean, seriously, that's sick.
I'm not a fan of Rondo by any means, but I do appreciate what he does bring to the game. But the one thing that he did say that I almost agree with.
Well, Chris Paul's not a good guy.
No, I'm not going there. Well, I'm not going there. But he did do some trifling stuff in LA going through the back corridors to get to the locker room. I do remember that.
Right.
But
baby BS.
But you just don't. What he said was Carmelo and Eric Gordon were standing right behind him. If he'd actually really spit on him, don't you think you'd have got a little more reaction?
Man,
out of them too?
I would have thought of. Yeah, I would have thought.
I do agree with that. I do agree. But we can't dismiss the fact that
you spit on me. I'm knocking you out. Plain and simple.
You can't dismiss the fact that these two guys have had beef for a while.
But and I think Ingram knew that, and that's why he pushed Harden just to get the reaction going.
Bro, you giving Ingram way too much credit.
Well,
like
Ingram's an idiot.
Like he's a freaking genius. Like he said, you know what? I'm gonna push James Harden. But look, if you watch the whole thing,
and then he went to the ref.
They're saying that's different. That's different. You got listen. It was two separate incidents. You cannot blame Ingram for what them two guys did because that play was on this side of the court. While they're dealing with that, these two guys, you can watch them. They walked towards each other.
Oh, they knew what they
were doing. They walked exactly towards each other.
They had nothing to do with the whole thing between Ingram and Harden at all. And then all of a sudden, that was like mellowing down, and all of a sudden, like you said, you see Rondo and Paul walking towards each other. You knew what was going to happen. Well, you knew something was going to happen. I don't care, dude. Spit on me, and you're getting knocked out. I don't care if I get jumped afterwards. I'm still knocking you out.
I like how Corey always takes the opportunity to throw a Duke in there.
He's catching the case.
He always throws a Duke in there somewhere. Yes, Ingram came from Duke. Yes, I like Ingram's game. Yes, Ingram is going to develop. He's going to develop under LeBron James. He's going to be nice.
Censor for Corey on Duke.
But James Harden got in that young boy's head because he kept getting him with that travel.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say. You can't take a step forward and then 2 steps back and say that's a quality move.
In the NBA, sometimes you can.
Yeah, well, you got these people teaching these kids how to do it. But it is a travel.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't know how many times I blew the whistle tonight at practice because they travel. It's like, dude, I get it.
Well, dude, they're 4th grade. They're going to travel forever.
Right, I get that. But, yeah, at that point, you know what a travel is. And why coaches or any coaches at any level is teaching that move as legit.
Right.
You shouldn't be coaching.
So, What else?
Well, we got local high school football sectionals going on.
Well, they should. Are we still in sectionals or sectionals last weekend?
Not well. There's 3 weeks of sectionals.
All right. Yeah.
And my alma mater, Roncalli, not a very good record this year.
Yeah, we're on the Ellen show.
But yeah, man, I knew as soon as I said that, I knew this guy was going to bring that up. Anyway, real quick before we sidestep to stupidity, they are playing one of their biggest rivals in Cathedral.
Oh,
so yeah, you didn't know that.
So you guys are probably going to take an L.
Oh yeah,
that's for you. That's for you, Jay.
Yeah, see his son.
Cathedral,
Damon's son went to Cathedral,
and he's got a state ring.
You know what? I tell you what. Next time we're on, I'm gonna bring my ring. 15-0. There's only 2 teams that did that first, and that was Ben Davis and Roncalli the same year.
And Roncalli is what, 2A?
4. No, they're 5A now. No, 4A.
4A. All right.
We're
talking about the big boys. We're talking about the big boys.
Anyway, I don't know. My team went down to Cincinnati Moeller and played Anthony Munoz's football team. Sean could attest to that. It was probably the first. Yeah, it's probably the best football game he's ever seen.
Yes,
and we ended up beating him in Cincinnati. So yeah, I'm floating right now. But no, Southport, I think is playing.
I have no idea. I didn't do anything on football.
Hold on, Brownsburg. Southport and Brownsburg. That's a good matchup.
The names sound good.
Zionsville versus New Pal. Man, New Pal can they put 70 points up on teams before halftime.
Like 3 times.
Before halftime.
Like 3 times.
How do you do that, man? They got somebody from Delphi. The running back came from Delphi, and their old running back is now playing corner, I think.
Corey says you're 3A.
Thank you, Corey. He's mad because I'm a Carolina fan.
Tar Heel, baby.
But I'd say a big matchup again is undefeated Warren Central goes across town to play 3-6, which is very, very shocking. 3-6, Ben Davis.
Yeah.
That'll be a hell of a game, man.
There's probably fires going off in the locker rooms and in the hallway.
Yeah, they don't like each other.
No, I'm talking about in Ben Davis because they only got 3 wins.
Well, yeah, that too. But yeah, I mean, that's a hell of a ride. It is a ride.
Warren Central is the truth.
Hey, man, what's his name? Sheldon Day, Notre Dame. He went to Warren Central. Mm-hmm. He's good. Mm-hmm. I think who's he with now? Packers, maybe.
Hey, I got a question. Which team has put the more NFL players in, Warren Central or Ben Davis?
Warren. I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know. I'm asking.
I don't know.
I'm asking.
Man, you can't put me on a spot like that. Hell, I don't know.
That was like a.
Hey, that's to you guys.
That was for anybody knows.
That's to you guys. That's to you guys.
I mean, I know I got a lot of Ben Davis and Warren Central friends from the way back. Hi, Ange.
You know I don't want to be on camera.
No, fine. Angie doesn't. Here, hold on. Here's what we're gonna do. Angie doesn't like being on camera.
I don't know why.
So we're gonna bring the mic at least to her. So Angie, tell us what is going on at the Tavern this week.
On the spot.
Tonight.
She's got the Olivia Newton-John shoulder thing going on.
Tonight we have you guys.
Us.
What else is?
You got to speak into the mic.
No.
Into the mic.
My voice is probably not sounding so well today.
You sound like the lady that's
like
on Bob and Tom.
I feel like it too. What do we have today? Let's see. Yes, we have $4 pie.
$4 pints.
And we have me.
Yes,
you can't see me, but you can hear me.
She's here.
And
There's no mic there. Awesome.
The FFA is in town.
The future forward. That's not good for us. That doesn't get.
That's
parents.
what I said. But we don't allow children here. So if you're trying to get away from the kids,
yes,
come join us at the Tavern.
The FAA. Well, I mean, this is Indiana. We do farm here. We farm and shoot jump shots.
Hey, I don't hate and complain on the FFA because they help They help my day job. So I'm not gonna lie, they help my day job a lot.
All right. So
But again, that's kind of like what we were talking about with women's sports. Is once people start showing the support of things that really mean anything in this world, then you start seeing goodness.
Are you having technical
talk, man.
difficulties?
Yeah, talk. Say something. I was trying to put the clip back on the wire.
All right. So, hey, we did a preview show yesterday for the World Series. And
man, I was wrong.
We're on game 1. But wasn't that an exciting game until I went to sleep?
It was, man. It was. It was like it was 2-0, and then 2-1, and then 2-2, and then 3-2, and then 3-3, and then all of a sudden, Boston starts rocking them. But going again, somebody last night on the show.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Tony? Somebody on the show last night, I think it was Sean, said that Kershaw would be under pressure or feeling the pressure or something. You know, honestly, besides those 2 hits that he had, which one I think was a homer that brought the other guy in on base, it got him up 2-0. I mean, but that was it. That was it, man. You're still going to see Kershaw 2 more times because it's still going 7 games and the Dodgers are winning.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm telling you, man.
I don't like when you tell me.
I'm almost getting ready to go down to Boston in 5.
Wow. I'm sorry again, guys. I'm moving the camera because the laptop's holding it up and I'm wiggling the table, folks. My bad.
Don't wiggle. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
So, what's up, Tony?
Yeah. Hey, Tony.
So,
so we got through sectionals.
Well, we went through the first week of the NBA.
Yeah.
It's first official week of the NBA. So, what is, for you guys out there too, what is standing out in your mind as, I mean, I know it's only been about, 4 or 5 games, but who stands out in your mind, or what teams are doing something they're not supposed to?
The way that defenses are being persecuted by the refs, I don't like.
And that's different from what year?
They're even harder this year, I think. They're even harder this year.
I mean, I thought the refs, sucked for a while. So
no, they've sucked for a long time.
But the things that I think have stand out, not so much the 0-3 start, but the Lakers, because it's not like they've been blown out. It's not like they've been blown out all 3 games.
No matter, you can't win.
When LeBron misses 2 free throws at the end of the game, that's crazy. But I'd see a different fire in the young guys. So I'm not really thinking. I'm thinking they're on pace. What I am surprised with the 0-3 start from Oklahoma City. I'm surprised by the
Westbrook back now?
Yeah, he is back.
Okay, 1 game, right? He's been one game back. Okay.
And I'm surprised by the 2-2 start by Boston. The poor start by Philly as well.
Man, speaking of Philly, I'm going to throw this out there. Last night I was watching the end of the Pistons and Sixers game, and I'm sorry, guys. The Sixers, it may have even been paid to throw the end of that game because it was that bad of a foul on Blake Griffin to put him at the line and give him one to tie it, and the one on the line won the game for him with like less than 2 seconds left. Why would you even touch him? Why would you even touch him, man? Let him drive. Let him drive. Scored, tied. Okay, now I got about 2.5 seconds to call timeout, get the ball at half court, and make a play for the game. If not, you go to overtime. You gave the game away to them.
I'm still on this fact that how can Philly consider themselves to be an elite team when you can't keep Blake Griffin under 50 points? Really? You give up 50 points with Blake Griffin, and you call yourself an elite team?
I'm sorry. I'm not hating. I'm not trying to hate the Detroit, but hold on.
I don't like it.
You gave 50 points to any Piston player this year. Any.
I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of.
I'm sorry. You get basketball. You have to have a good coach, yes, to rile up the team. However, you're on the court with 4 other guys that you should be well aware of what's going on. And the Sixers, everybody talked them up last year. Everybody's talking them up this year. And I'm sorry, Pacers and Raptors are who I'd watch out for.
I still think Philly is going to be a plus 50 win team.
I could see them being at the top, within the top 4.
Yeah, I mean, I got the standings right now. How I figured to finish, I like Boston at 1, Pacers at 2, Toronto at 3, and Philly at 4.
I mean, I can definitely see the Pacers being 2 or 3.
Yeah, because they're going to overlook them
between 2 and 4, and a lot of teams, like you said, are going to overlook them.
They're going to overlook them again, exactly how they did last year. And the one thing I do like about this Pacer team, they like each other.
There's chemistry.
They like each other on and off the court.
Yes,
and that does a lot.
Nobody's PG, and
I mean, if you look at it, man, we ain't gonna talk about PG on this show.
Nobody's PG.
We can talk about PG-13 because I am a fan. I don't care.
I'm not saying I'm not a fan. I'm just saying that nobody's going fishing with somebody else's wife.
Hey, well, if she was going fishing with somebody else, and she wasn't his wife in the first place.
Well, this is true.
Game recognized game.
But the point
is, yes, you don't mess around teammates, girls. But anyway, back to the subject. These guys generally like each other. And this is one of the few teams in the league that did almost absolutely nothing to their roster from the trade deadline up to now.
They told everybody in the office, they said,
"No, keep this together. We're good.
We're good."
And they're what 3 minutes away from the finals.
Oh man, I'll tell you what, Victor Oladipo is a hell of a leader, and I don't care what anybody says. Miles Turner is part of the future of the Pacers. Do not get rid of him. I'm so glad
that he's not going nowhere. No,
I'm so glad that they extended their contract or his contract. A lot of people are still saying, oh, he doesn't do this. He doesn't. Man, did you see his regimen of working out over the offseason?
Hey, man,
do you see him actually? Do you see him playing defense?
Hey, my guy Turner he's ready, dog. He's ready.
He's in.
He's ready. He don't even have to really go do what he was going to do.
You don't really.
I mean, the guy is nice.
He doesn't really.
Even when they drafted him, there was some, who is this guy?
Right. Nobody knew him.
But I'm a basketball dude, so I watch college basketball. I watch these guys that are trying to get to the league.
Well, especially playing in Texas, too, in your college years.
But he was up here. I mean, I was grown by the time he got there.
Well, I'm just saying, the ties that you have.
Right. So I'm gonna take a look at some of these other places because one, I do a lot into the tournament. So I like to know what all these other teams are. There are times when I'm watching the San Diego State game, the out west games at 1:00 in the morning. Because and then when we get to the tournament. And you're like, well, why are you picking them? Because I've watched 3 games at 1:00 in the morning, and I kind of know a little bit about them.
Right.
So, I mean, there's opportunity.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Pacers are rolling.
So, I mean, and one thing I do like about Victor, his development. You know what I mean? When he was drafted out of IU, he was more of the trend.
Drafted by Orlando? Is that who?
Yes.
Okay.
He was he came out of IU. He was more of a transition defensive player.
Yep.
But if you looked at his work, he has improved every aspect of his game since he's been in the league. And I think playing that half a season in Oklahoma under Westbrook, he learned how to work. He learned how to take care of his body. And if you look at Sabonis, look at Turner, and look at Victor Oladipo's body.
Yeah.
Those guys are ready.
Yep.
They're ready.
Yeah, they
And
are.
you keep sleeping on it, and that team works well. You got shooters, you got post play, you got transition, you got point guard, and I like their bench.
Hold on, I got one thing real quick. Since you were bringing up IU, have you heard the investigation going on at IU?
Man, I ain't listened to that man album.
Corey got to come out of the wall for something on that, man.
But I'm
Wow.
not listening to that man's album
No.
because I like him. I don't want to not like him.
What was it? Meta World Peace? Ron Artest, they came out with an album too. Yeah. Anyway, have you heard about the investigation going on at IU?
What now?
It's something I didn't hear the whole thing, but supposedly in Kansas City or Kansas or somewhere that a guy named Estes or something came out and said that somebody's AAU team was paid so much money, this, that, and the other. Romeo's team.
Of course.
Romeo's team.
Of course.
So, but here's the thing. That's like, wow. They got caught when what? Samson was there?
Yeah.
Okay. They're not denying anything yet. They're just saying, yes, they're investigating.
Maybe they just don't want to
Why
talk.
not denying it, saying that nothing happened?
Because they don't know, so they're trying to stay away from it. They're trying to take the high road.
Man, don't take the high road in these day and age, man. You
They're
just
trying to
say
take
you
the North
come out.
Carolina road
Yeah. We go to class.
to a phantom class.
Hey, man, stitching is a class, isn't it? It's home ec. I don't even know if that was the name of the class.
I don't know. I mean, I don't even. Man, it'll take a whole show to talk about
The stupidity of the NCAA.
and that goes across the board.
Oh yeah, all over the place.
I mean, that's not just basketball or football.
No,
I mean,
it's
they talk
everything.
more about paying the athletes in basketball than they do in football. But you know,
Yeah,
yeah, that's like a premiere show.
Well,
That's something we like to have. You know, an audience
Right.
and a couple guests for that one because
yeah. I mean, we got an audience here tonight at the Tavern, 802 Southwest Street, Indianapolis, across from Lucas Oil Stadium.
I'm really
That's where
sure
we're
that I just seen some weird stuff on the TV.
Oh, that's a commercial for something. But the World Series, we're watching the World Series, folks. So
What up, my guy, Mr. Sean? What is popping? All the way up in the Zionsville, Mr.
Uh-oh.
Sean. What's going
Uh-oh.
on?
Zionsville,
And he's our resident local guy. He's gonna tell you everything about the Colts and the Pacers. That's my guy. He will be a fan. He is a true fan. He's not one of those people that when they're losing that he'll put his Colts hat.
all I want to hold
in
on.
the closet.
Is he on here now?
Yeah.
Okay,
He just
Sean,
joined.
let me. What's his last name?
Dickerson.
Sean Dickerson.
I think that's his last name.
No,
'cause that's,
Sean Dickey.
that's not his last name.
Don't listen.
That's
okay,
not
I'm
his
sorry.
last name.
What, Dickey?
Yes, that's not his last name.
Okay, well, I see it as Mr. Sean Dickey. Let me ask you a question. Shh, where was I going with this? Oh, yeah, you're a Colts fan. Okay, true fan.
Yes.
Answer me honestly, Sean. When Peyton Manning went to Denver, did you or did you not, and I have no clue, did you or did you not buy a Peyton Manning Denver Broncos
I
jersey?
guarantee he didn't.
I hope to God he didn't.
I guarantee he didn't.
I hope not, because that, like Damon said, you're a true fan. I hope you didn't. I'm waiting for your answer, sir. Because if you did,
Yeah.
I swear to God, I'm gonna call you out
But
so
see,
much because
but
of all
maybe he's an actual Peyton Manning fan along with.
Nope.
Along with.
until you retire. If I'm a fan,
Look,
that's like
no sir,
All
in
right,
capital
good.
letters.
good. I applaud you,
I
sir.
told you.
No, Reggie White was one of the main reasons that I'm an Eagles fan. Okay, he went to Green Bay.
Why, Sean?
I did.
Now
not.
that he's retired, would you not? But he went to Green Bay. Who went to Green Bay?
Reggie White.
Yes.
I didn't buy no jersey until he was retired.
Okay.
If I'm a fan of a player,
Mm-hmm.
I will not buy his jersey of any team
Until he's retired.
until he's retired.
I can respect that.
I will buy the shit out of any Philly jersey, though.
I can respect that.
Yes.
Sounds like he would never buy a Peyton Manning jersey.
Well, Sean Stevens, you're a Dallas fan. I'm sorry, we're talking to the other Sean. Sean Dickey, a.k.a. Sean Dickerson, a.k.a. Mr. Sean Dickey. I don't even know you. I like you, though, because I respect you because you're an actual true fan.
Man, he's a good dude. We go way back.
Okay.
We go a couple years back. He's a good dude.
All right. Good dude.
Even though he went to North Central. I'm just tripping. You know what I mean? I got a lot of North Central people. I hung out in North Central a little bit.
That don't bother me.
I hung out a little bit in North Central. They didn't like me at North Central. I was a bad guy.
You mean Dr. White now?
Dr. White. Mr. Thomas, do you have a hall pass?
Nope.
See, Dickerson, I told you. I knew it. I
get it.
Mama said I'm smart.
Mama might have lied to you.
So, what else we got going? Back to the World Series. That's what we were supposed to be talking about.
I'm watching it right now. Oh,
is that David Price?
Yeah. No. Yes. Price is
Price.
Price is on the mound.
Okay.
Let's see. It's still
he's good along when he plays the Yankees.
Man, they tore it. Boston's just tore it up.
I mean, I told you, man, that lineup is ridiculous, man.
I'm still go Dodgers.
I mean,
I'm an NL fan.
I mean, you're not getting the bats from the Dodgers that you need. You need all of them to hit. Cleppinger, what's his name? Kleppinger.
I cannot stand the whole freaking DH rule.
I'm not a fan of the DH either.
That's stupid. If you're a pitcher, I don't care. You're one of the 9 people on the field. You should be batting. Period.
He's aggressive with that one, bro.
I'm aggressive on that one.
He's aggressive.
I hate that. I cannot stand that DH bullshit. Yes, I said it.
Yes, he said the BS
because we are in the over 21 part now.
Yes. So I played baseball a long time ago, you know. But hey, PK, I'm going to tell y'all some shit, the stuff that's really funny, and my mother can back me up on this. This is probably why I didn't play baseball long, because I struck out a T-ball. Who does that?
Well, I don't know. Hold on. That's coming from I'm about to say something that's coming from a guy that struck out at slow pitch softball.
Yes, you did.
Not once.
Twice. And we have
Same
video evidence.
You got video?
No, we don't.
I was going to say, don't lie.
But I'm sure they was recording. Somebody's got it. Twice.
Yeah, twice. Not once, but twice. Let's just say there was a little bit of beer.
Not enough.
There was a little bit of beer involved before the game.
But what were we talking about?
The World Series, man.
The World Series and the bats.
Yes. Screw the DH rule.
No, the DH. That's what we were talking about, the DH.
I hate it.
Listen. When you play baseball as a youth, don't you play all the parts of baseball?
Yep.
It's like if I'm watching the Little League World Series, which these are phenomenal 12-year-olds, I'm telling you.
And the pitcher bats.
I mean, the pitcher is damn near your best hitter.
Yeah, he usually cracks the homer.
And then when we watch high school, the pitcher hits. You know, when we go to college.
Hold on, time out. You need to take a drink of your beer real quick because
I feel like it's not going anywhere. I haven't spilled the beer yet.
No, just take a drink because I feel like I see myself drinking more than you do.
Oh, no, sir. No, you're behind.
Well, that's good. Christy wouldn't mind then. No, I hate the DH.
But anyway, in high school, the pitcher hits.
Yep.
And in college, the pitcher hits.
I think so, yeah.
So how all of a sudden you get to the major leagues and you can't hit the ball no damn more?
It's just in the AL. The NL doesn't represent that. That's why I like the National League better than the American League. Because you're a pitcher and you bat. And I've been at the Red Stadium before and seen a grand slam by our pitcher.
Sean said you got worried that I had video.
Hell yeah, I did.
His whole move to hold on.
Oh, what?
You got video?
Hell yeah, scared the hell out of me.
All right. Hey, this is a good one. Corey asked, do we think that NFL teams should do more in supporting local football? I do.
You know, and I think they have started now with the flag football leagues that's going on because I know that, and I can't remember the exact name of the league, but I know in Indianapolis They have a flag football league that is backed by the NFL.
Okay. The reason the reason why he's asking because he is a youth football coach.
Okay.
I think he coaches the Lawrence 49ers.
Okay.
So
So he's local here.
So he is local.
Okay.
Yeah. So
if you're not getting backing, and well, let me say this: I know that they back flag football. I don't think they really back the I don't want normal, but the what am I looking at? The regular football.
Yeah, but
program.
I'm thinking what he's getting at is should the NFL teams have like a program that is 100% ran by the NFL? So if you're changing how you want the game to be taught in proper tackling and things like that, shouldn't they have control of that? Because you got too many of these so-called Pop Warner organizations popping up.
That, yeah.
You know that you're not teaching these kids the proper techniques. So, and if the NFL wants a better taught game, should they have more of a hand into the youth or into the youth of the community like the NBA does?
Well, I know being on a basketball coach for an elementary team, we have to go pretty much off of the IHSAA rules, which obviously, you know, the time limit and certain things are different, but the guidelines are the same.
Right.
Now, that's where I think maybe the NFL needs to work more, like you're saying, with the collegiate, with the high school levels, because the lower grades, lower than high school, work off of, as far as I know, work off of the same guidelines as the high school levels do. So I agree with that. Yeah, I think they should.
I mean, because now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. I'm not too keen on, you know, how the Little League of the football works because Jay played in and out. But isn't Pop Warner backed by the NFL? I don't know if it's Pop Warner, but there is some kind of league that is backed by the NFLPA, I think. Because they have all these national chapters or tournaments. They should have some type of regulating body.
But there's a select few in that group compared to the overall mass of football program.
So why shouldn't somebody start a football AAU, so to speak?
Well, for one, I'm sure liability has something to do with it. Manny Machado just flew out to first base, by the way. I'm sure there's some kind of liability to it, you know, because let's be honest, it is different than basketball AAU. AAU teams in basketball are everywhere. Half of them are crap. But do we really want to give every Joe Blow in the area a team to coach and coach them shitly?
Well, see,
is that a word?
Kind of. That's how.
Really, is that a Damon word?
That is a word.
That's a Damon word.
Yes. But if you look at the basketball AAU program, you know, what I've seen is you got teams that pop up because I'm just speaking because what I've seen, but you got teams that pop up because you got girls and boys that weren't good enough to make A-level AAU teams. So now you create these different teams.
B's and C's.
You know, you just go start a different team. You know, I have no problem with a program having a B, or C team as in development of talent.
Right.
But what I do have a problem with is if you don't like the way a team is ran to your likings or it fits your child, you go out and just start a team.
Well, see, that goes back to our discussion that we had previously on one of our shows was, you know, let the coach coach. You know, if you want to coach, great, step up first. You know, again, like I said earlier, didn't have a game yesterday because they didn't have a coach. Well, that's where people need to start stepping up and realizing, hey, this is our future. If you want to see an exciting NFL game here in 10 years, start them now.
Right. Okay, I do agree with you there, Corey. You know, you can kill two birds with one stone with that. You know, you can, the NFL or the NBA or the Major League or whatever the major sports entity is, you can donate, funnel money into these youth programs where you can do two things. You can take a kid out the streets, take a struggling kid and
Right.
give him something to strive for and put him in a position to learn a game that he loves and learn it the right way.
Right.
So you can kill two birds with two.
And
two
that
birds with
right
one
there,
stone.
what you just said, is the major problem going on with youth sports right now, is because everybody wants to show, oh, my son or my daughter or whoever,
Mhm.
man, I can coach. I want them to be the best, blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
Well, I want my kids to be the best too, but I'm not always, if they play soccer, I'm not going to coach soccer. I don't know anything about it.
Right.
You know, I don't have a background in that. Now, football, basketball, baseball, yeah, because that's what I played. Wrestling, you know, those type of sports, I'll coach because I played those. I was involved in those. The problem is you got every daddy wannabe that wants to be a coach and everything. Well, that's what's making it bad for everybody.
I agree.
Lack of knowledge is way deeper than finances.
Yeah, I mean, and they both run together. You know, you funnel money into it, and you can
Gain
build
knowledge.
it. You can gain knowledge.
Oh, we tagged him out at first. Again,
So-
folks, we're watching the World Series here at the Tavern, 802 Southwest Street.
I mean,
Indianapolis.
and that kind of goes
Don't
into.
you ever cut me
I'm
off
not
on
trying to
that.
cut you. You know, and what was he talking about? Yeah, paying for the equipment. I do agree with that. Development, yes, I agree with that. But I mean, it kind of goes into politics that we kind of don't get into.
Yeah.
But you know, you have to build your community. You can't be a community and talk about we have to strengthen our community. We have to do this and have to do that and have to follow these guidelines or whatever, but you don't do anything with it.
Finally.
Hey. I don't know, but you don't do anything with it. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I want to do this for my community. I mean, I think you should do this in my community, do this and do this, but you don't do nothing.
Well, and then in that same aspect, a lot of the problem is, yeah, we'll fund it. Well, then they get the funding and it doesn't go to the correct things that it was meant to go to. They pocket it. They do stupid stuff with their funding and use it how it should be used, and we probably overall wouldn't have a problem. Now,
those are the programs that flourish.
Hi,
last.
Eli. Your son Eli said hi.
What up, bro? You know, hey, I will give a shout out. My guy got his report card today. He's got great grades.
Uncle Dan
all
said good
A's
job.
and B's. He slid in a couple C's, but my guy's doing great work, and I'm proud of him.
Keep it up, man. Keep it up. Uncle Dan likes you.
Yeah, so
Loves you most of the time. Likes you all the time. No, hold on. Loves you all the time. Likes you sometimes.
I don't even know what that means.
That's all right.
But
you tell me you always like your kids. Always like them. You always love them.
Well,
do you always like them? Like them?
Well, sometimes I can, push him down.
Yeah. Just put your foot out. Trip them.
Oops, my bad. But when it comes to putting your kids in different sports or different clubs or different programs, I feel you need to do your homework.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because there are a lot, like you mentioned, there are a lot of crooked.
There's a lot of piss poor organizations out there.
And it happens.
It's no different in business.
Yep.
That's the problem.
Yeah. So, and I mean, some of them are ran like business. I think they should be ran as in you love the game.
Yep.
You appreciated what the game is giving to you, and you're giving back to the game.
Yep.
That was my whole thing in working with, some of the young girls that I have worked with and working with my daughter. I love the game. The game gave me a lot, and I want to give what I've learned back. And
that
I
just
think
makes
the
you a
coaches
good dad, man.
that makes me a good dad. That makes me a good
dad.
And that makes me a person who loves the game. You know what I mean? I respect the game. And it irritates me when I see these players in college and in the NBA that don't respect the game. You're lucky to.
That's That's probably, honestly, on a high end, probably 75% of the players nowadays.
Mhm.
In any sport, they're all about, oh, I'm going to become a pro. Oh, I'm going to get this money. Oh, I'm going to do this. Oh, I'm going to do that. Well, what started you in that sport to make you play it?
The
You
love of game.
loved
And
it.
you know, and I kind of think that's changed over the years. You
Yeah.
know, we're basically
We're old farts,
we're
man.
bringing our kids up and we're machining them. And I'm in this mix. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit there and act like I'm, you know, fighting the system. I'm all the way twined into this mix with my daughter. You know what I mean? In the summer, we don't have a summer.
Right.
She doesn't have a summer.
Right.
For 4.5 months, we're playing basketball every weekend.
But she loves it.
But she loves it. You know what I mean? And we're in it.
Right.
You know, so I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm not intertwined in what goes on in it, but
there's a difference.
there's a difference.
There's a major difference in people like us and you know, our listeners right now, obviously, that care about the future, of not just the community, but the sport, but you know, their kids and everything.
Mhm.
Once you put all that together, you have a damn good program going.
Yeah. You know, and I really like where my daughter's at. I
Yeah,
mean, it's their second
doing good.
second year at this program, and they have like probably bloomed into one of the top 3 size-wise AAU female programs in the city. And man, can they play?
They got it going on. I'll give them
Hey,
that.
I'm a toot my girls team. You know what I mean? These girls get it in.
They do. I seen it.
I mean, these girls get it in. I mean, they were one game. They were a bad call.
They played Skylar Diggs' team, right?
They were a bad call away from going to the junior NBA national tournament in Orlando.
Right.
And I don't really like to speak on calls or anything like that.
Sometimes it
But
happens.
sometimes it happens. When a referee, and that's, ooh, man, I hate that.
Oh, did you see that?
When you got these rec league, YMCA league referees coaching these national NBA, Adidas, Nike sponsored tournaments, and you can't get quality referees.
Yeah.
You got a lazy ass ref that can't get her ass down the court, and you want to call a call with 10 girls in front of you, and you're at half court, and that's on the baseline, and that cost them girls a trip to Orlando.
Well,
But that Skylar Diggs team did play rail down there because I watched the tournament.
right. They did.
But yeah, you know, so, you know, but in title, I do like the program that she's with. You know, they teach the girls how to play the game. They encourage the love of their game, and I'm doing something wrong.
No, nothing wrong, man. Nothing wrong.
So, but yeah, so they teach the game and they encourage the game, and they teach these young ladies how to be professional women, so to speak.
Right.
So, I
Right.
mean, and like I was saying, we are in the machine of training these girls and these young men to be this, and this, instead of, you know, flourishing whatever it is that they want to do. It's like, this is the only way you can make it out is this, and this. And I think we should promote other things
I
to
agree.
make it out.
I agree. Definitely.
So that's that. Yeah. So yeah,
It's been fun,
it's been real.
as always. man.
So as we were told last week, Julia said you guys need a better outro.
Shut up, Julian.
Yeah. But hey, we want to give a quick shout out to Don Green,
Yes.
motionawaytopaythepain.com.
I got this.
I said
Motionawaypain.com.
yes, that's it. Don Green, fabulous. Go check out her website. She does great things.
Yep.
And then again, we are here at the Tavern,
Yep.
802
Southwest
Southwest Street.
And kind of a bigger announcement that we've been waiting to
Oh,
throw
yeah.
out.
Yes.
Now, just so that you know, obviously we have kids that are trick-or-treating age. So next week, Wednesday is Halloween.
Mhm.
We will not be here at the Tavern next week. However, next Thursday, we will be doing our college and pro pick'ems live. And we will give you a time because I'm not too sure. We haven't talked about that yet.
Right.
But we will give you a time this week that we'll be doing those live. The following week, Wednesday, November 7th, we're going to be back here at the Tavern, 802 Southwest Street. and we're going to be doing an hour and a half show that's going to implement the Pick'em shows as a weekly live thing, so we can get all you guys that are piss poor Cowboys fans and
love you, Sean.
Yeah, I love you, but I hate you at the same time.
We're bringing everything that we do kind of towards us here live. We like our interaction that we get with you guys. So that's our big announcement. And also to piggyback on that, we are eventually going to run the Twitter feed at the same time.
Yes.
So
we're going to get there.
So we got things going on, and we appreciate you guys coming to hang out with us. And you keep coming, keep giving me good stuff.
Right. And as he said, as far as Twitter, you can follow us at BW Sports 1.
Hey, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. At BW Sports Damon, at BW Sports Dan. Like, follow, subscribe to our SoundCloud, our iTunes, our Google Play, our YouTube, our Facebook page, obviously. And let me say something real quick. We're like 10 likes away from 500 likes, okay? I'm not begging at all, but I will say if everybody on this video tonight that is watched will invite one person off of your friends list, we will hit over 500 likes. That's our first big, quote unquote, big milestone. So help us out. Hit the share button, hit the invite friends button, get us over 500 by next week.
Sounds great. So let's get out of here.
Let's do.
Because I want some Parmesan garlic fries.
Man, they sound good, don't they? I might even try a burger tonight.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right.
As we do, as always.
Keep it classy, Indy.
Boom, boom. Hey, Damon.
Yes, sir.
What if I told you that in 5 minutes you can make your pain 50% better by doing 1 or 2 movements to correct your symmetry?
I would either call you guide or a knowledgeable person.
Well, motionawaypain.com, that's how.
Awesome. I like anything that takes away pain.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Don Green and motionawaypain.com is a new method to get the weekend warrior back on the field, heal injuries faster, and kick that nagging 10-year-old sciatica to the curb.
Nothing like a whole bunch of old people trying to live their youth.
This is true. This is true. Visit motionawaypain.com for a free lesson or a free consultation with Dawn today.
Well, I'm going to go check her out.